Hi everybody, it's Tong Diva. How are you? So I'm going to start off today. I am talking about being aware of your health. And the reason I came up with this is because I have this amazing quote for the day. And I tweeted this on my page, on my Twitter. And it's at One Healthy Diva. That's pretty much it. One Healthy Diva. Okay, so here's the quote. The greatest of follies is to sacrifice health for any other kind of happiness. Okay, so your health is very important. It is super. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for joining. Your health is very important. If you don't have your health, guess what? You can't get anything done. You can't go to work. You can't take care of the children or the grandchildren in my case. You can't clean your house. You can't do anything. Listen, guys, here's my story. Hey, Christy. I was 350 pounds, right? Okay. And I had to get some assistance in losing my weight, but it is still a struggle. Okay, it is still a struggle. The older you get, the harder it is to be healthy and get the weight off. And I personally know the reason why, but this quote made it perfect, So this video today is just about what I have been doing to try to maintain my awareness of my health. Okay, and I'm sharing it and I'm being public about it because that keeps me that keeps me responsible, accountable. That's the word. It keeps me accountable. So it says here the greatest of follies is to sacrifice health for any other kind of happiness. So we just don't want to do that, right? Now, so here's the thing. This is what I do. Step one. I changed what I consume, okay? So every now and then I want a piece of cake, right? So when I go to the store, sweets, sugar feeds, it keeps the SOD. SOD is super oxidized. It's an enzyme in our body that God created us with to inhibit and fight cancer, okay? So if you eat a lot of sugar, then you are helping the cancer cells, which they call free radicals. We all have them in our body. You feed the free radicals, and so the enzyme can't work the way that it should to inhibit those cancer cells from landing on your liver or landing on your kidney or landing on your pancreas. So this is stevia. Now, I found that Pure Via is pretty good. So if I have to have coffee, here's the two places that sometimes I will have it in, okay? So, for example, there's, from time to time in the past, I've had Dunkin' Donuts coffee, okay? I will get the caramel flavor, but I won't get the sugar, okay? I just get it with nothing. And then they have the sugar-free caramel. But let me tell you about the sugar-free caramel. It's a chemical process that they use to make it sugar-free. So doctors will tell you, like the kidney doctor told my father, I'd rather you drink the sugar soda than drink the diet soda. The diabetes doctor, don't drink the diet soda, because that sugar-free does something to the kidney, okay? So if you have to have sugar, like I just buy a piece of cake. When I go to Publix, I buy one piece of cake. And that's what I eat. I buy one of those brownies, and that's what I eat. But best believe I do not buy the whole kahuna and bring it home, because I will eat it for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner, okay? You know what I'm saying. So Also, I did HCG. Okay, now HCG is very complex, okay, but it works, guys. And let me tell you, it changed my tongue. It changed the what I crave. I don't like real sweet stuff no more. I can't drink soda, it's too sweet. I can't drink any sugar stuff. I can't drink it. It's just really like to me. Okay, so I use stevia in my coffee when I make it at home. Okay, my next thing, I'm still working on this. Water. Preferably drink spring water. But water. I just use this as an example. Water. Okay, so if you weigh, I'm just going to use an example. If you weigh 200 pounds, you should drink 100 ounces of water. Okay, so sugar and water. My third thing that I am really working on is fried foods. Okay, so I try to, if I have to have like a piece, I have chicken tenders that I buy, just the little tenders, right? And if I feel like I have to fry it, I maybe use a tablespoon of oil, just enough to float the boat, you know. Because when I was on that HCG diet, you couldn't eat a lot of fat. So I learned how to make my meals without a lot of fat, okay? And they end up being very good. So, and I had to watch the sugar intake in all my spices. So then it got me used to looking at the spices, and you cannot believe the sugar that is in a lot of spices. Lawry's, Lawry, you know, we all love Lawry seasoned salt. Lawry seasoned salt has, I think, a lot of sugar in it, okay? So I look at you know, and then the fourth thing, I look at the brands and the labels is what I'm saying. Yogurt. Yogurt is good for us, especially for women, for yeast infections, especially the Greek yogurt. If you have yeast infections, that kind of thing, that's good. Okay, but I don't eat the yogurt if it's more than 12 grams. I don't eat the popsicles if it's more than 12 grams. I try to stick to 10 grams or lower in everything I eat. That helps a lot. Okay, it's hard at first, but it does work. And over time, you get used to it. And you get to the point where you won't even want it, okay? So I save that for special occasions. Like if you go to Cheesecake Factory and you want a piece of cheesecake. But guess what? I used to love the Snickers cheesecake at Cheesecake Factory. I can't eat it anymore. It's too sweet. It takes me 3 days to finish it. It's too sweet. It makes my body sick now. So you see, these are the things, and that's what I was saying. I mess up all the time. I'm always messing up, right? I had some KFC, okay? But guess what? I won't have that KFC probably for another month, okay? And then I'll be conscious in my mind, okay, I had something fried the other day. No, I don't want French fries. Can I have green beans instead? So these are the little bitty things that I do daily, okay? Some of the things I don't give up. Okay, and then I'm also excited because with my company, Vita Divina, we have coffee. So I just ordered it. I just launched. And so the coffee is got 5 herbs in it. So now my coffee is going from you really shouldn't be drinking this coffee to it has 5 herbs in it that helps with my kidney problems. It helps with protecting my liver. It helps with losing weight. It helps with my memory. It helps with all of that. So I am replacing my traditional coffee with the healthier coffee. I'm replacing my tea with a healthier tea. Okay? So at any rate, those are the things that I am implementing, you know. So say I just ordered my coffee and my tea. Oh yeah, I'm going to get healthy. Well, what difference does it make if you're paying this money to eat and drink this healthy stuff, and then you turn around and you eating macaroni and cheese and fried chicken and greens and cornbread and hog maws and and lasagna and with the cheese oozing all over it and everything. That is a work in progress, guys. is cheese. I have, even when I was on HCG, I couldn't have the cheese for like 43 days. But then when it was time to where they say, okay, you can have it back, that my cheese and my cream are two things that I just, and butter. I don't use margarine. I don't use vegetable oil. I don't use, let's see, what else? Canola oil. I use olive oil instead. Okay, if it calls for sour cream, I use plain yogurt. So those are the little things that you can do to have an awareness towards your body and your health. And, I believe and I know that eventually our bodies will all be going back to a perfect state. But until then, you got to go to work. You gotta, and that's another thing my coffee does. It gives you energy. When you get older, it seems like it's just like, oh, you're doing everything. Oh, and you just fighting to have that energy. So that's what I'm so excited about, is that I'm finally getting some products that are good for me, that are organic, that are healthy, that's going to help me along with my change in eating patterns and behaviors. So if you want more information, feel free to inbox me and talk to me about it. But I just want to share with you guys what I'm doing. I am still working on this. This is very hard for me. Very hard. So I have found that I like my water very, very cold, but it's not good for women to drink their water cold. I'm in the Chinese community, and they get on you really, really bad if you drink cold water. Even they say you shouldn't eat salads cold. You should always toss it in your wok and then put your salad dressing and your tomatoes and all of that on it. But they do not, under any circumstances, eat cold fresh vegetables. They always feel that it has to be heated. I agree and disagree with that, and here's the reason why. If I go plant tomatoes in my backyard, why can't I bring them in, cut them up, and eat them? Okay, so if I go outside and I get some lettuce, why can't I just chop it up and make it into a salad? Why do I have to heat it up? Long as I rinse it good, what's the point in heating it up? Now, there must be something scientific about, maybe it opens up. I have to ask her. But she's really into traditional Chinese medicine. And so that's what my products are based on. TCM, traditional Chinese medicine. And I tell you, it really does work. My knee was messed up. I couldn't walk. I walked into a place and the lady said, before you leave, you will be able to walk. I couldn't hardly put any weight on it. The other doctor had given me steroids and all this other crap. I gained 10 pounds from that. I was so upset. So I went to this lady. She was an acupuncturist. And so she did, it took 20 minutes. I walked out of there like a new lady. When I walked in there, I had a cane. I was just barely, I had injured my knee for some reason and been like that for 3 weeks. And the medicine, those steroids or whatever it was they gave me, it was not working. So she gave me that, and then she gave me these little bitty teeny tiny T-pills is what they call them. And between that and that acupuncture, honey, I tell you, and now our insurance companies are starting to recognize the benefit of using acupuncture and traditional natural herbs for, helping our bodies. So anyway, I just wanted to share that, and you guys, you have an awesome day. Christy, it sure was nice seeing you. I don't know if you're here. It says you joined, but you're probably gone. I guess I bored you to death. I bored whoever to death. But I said I was going to do this, and my husband's down there cooking. Guess what he's cooking? He's making spaghetti. Hopefully he bought wheat noodles, because that's another thing I stopped eating. I do not eat anything that says enriched. Enrich this, the cereal. If it says enriched, I learned that from Dr. Oz. So awareness is good. day by day, one meal at a time, one item at a time. Start with the water, because the water detoxifies the body. It helps the blood do everything that it needs to do, so while we're at it. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Project 700 families. Look, I'm upside down. Project 700 families, y'all. Don't be upside down in your life. Get your health together. Bye. One day at a time. One meal at a time, guys. One meal at a time. Bye.